Okay, so you're ready to jump into Hyrule Warriors Definitive Edition. You know it's got like a ton of stuff to discover, right?
It's huge, yeah, like a Zelda encyclopedia, but one you actually get to play.
Right, and you get to be all the characters. It's wild.
Ah.
But that also means it can be like, where do I even start?
Yeah, easily.
So that's what we're doing today, this deep dive. It's your guide.
Exactly, your guide to the battlefield.
Perfect. We're going to cover the game modes, how to play as all the different characters, their weapons, how to level up fairies, and then adventure mode and challenge mode. We're hitting all the big ones.
Laying it all out for you.
Sure. By the way, the Super T console gaming channel on YouTube, they have some really great videos if you want to dive even deeper into any of this stuff.
Definitely. A lot of great information there.
So first up, you've got all these different ways to play, right? Like different modes to choose from. What are we looking at?
So right off the bat, you've got Legend mode, which is like your classic story mode experience.
So that's where you're following the main narrative.
Yeah, exactly. Following the story. Then you've got free mode. Now, free mode, that unlocks once you've played through and unlocked some characters in Legend mode.
Oh, okay. So you can go back and replay.
Yeah, you can replay missions you've already done, but with different characters that you've unlocked, so you can have a totally different experience.
Interesting. So like a mission that was designed for Link, you could play as Zelda.
Exactly. And that changes everything, because their fighting styles are completely different. She's all magic, and Link's, sword and shield kind of guy.
Totally changes the strategy.
Big time. And then on top of those, there's adventure mode and challenge mode, which are kind of their own beasts.
We'll get into those a little later. But yeah, right away you've got some choices to make about how you want to play. Now, speaking of choices, the character roster.
Yeah.
I mean, talk about options.
Oh my goodness, so many characters. It's like they pulled everyone from every Zelda game and said, you can play as them.
That's so cool.
Mm-hmm.
But it's not just like a skin swap, right? They all play differently.
Yeah, absolutely not. They all have unique weapons, movesets, totally different play styles. You've got some that are super fast and agile, others that are like tanks, slow but powerful. And then there are some with really, really unique mechanics.
Okay, so that kind of brings us to the weapons, which you already touched on a bit.
Yeah, so you're not just stuck with one weapon the whole time.
So it's not just like, here's a sword, go fight.
You're going to unlock a bunch of different weapon types as you play.
And a single character might have multiple weapons.
Yeah, exactly. So, like, Link might start with his classic Master Sword, but then later he could get the Hellion Shield and a one-handed sword to go with it, or even like a magical rod.
So you can play him as like a spellcaster almost.
Kind of, yeah. And each weapon completely changes how he attacks and his strengths.
Okay, so now we're talking about making your character stronger. So how does leveling up work in this game?
Pretty straightforward, like most games. You fight, you defeat enemies, you earn experience points, and level up.
So the more you use a character, the stronger they get.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
Exactly, and leveling up means better stats, so more attack power, more defense, more health, all that good stuff.
Now, this game also has fairies, which are cool, but they can level up too, right?
Yeah, they do. They're actually really powerful little allies.
How do you level them up, though?
It's through finding food. You'll find different kinds of food as you play, and each one helps your fairy grow.
Interesting, so like feeding your fairies.
That's basically it. And as they level up, their abilities get better. They can give you different kinds of buffs in battle, or even unleash these crazy strong attacks.
Oh, wow. Okay. So we've talked about the characters, their weapons, how to level up. Let's get into some of the game modes, starting with adventure mode.
So adventure mode, this is where things get really interesting. You're on this big grid-based map, and it's often like a throwback to a classic Zelda game, like the world map.
Oh, cool.
And each square on the map is its own little challenge, a specific battle with certain rules or enemy types you have to fight.
Okay, I'm getting that.
As you complete these challenges, you unlock the squares next to it, so the map kind of opens up as you go.
Well, that's fun. So you're kind of exploring this map.
Exactly. And there are tons of rewards you can find in adventure mode, like new characters, weapon upgrades, all kinds of stuff.
That sounds pretty cool. So like a big strategic layer on top of all the action?
Exactly.
Now, how's challenge mode different?
Challenge mode. This is for players who want to test their skills. It's like hardcore mode.
Hardcore. All right, I'm intrigued.
It throws all these crazy scenarios at you, like timed challenges where you have to defeat a ton of enemies really fast, boss rushes where you fight like 5 bosses in a row.
Back to back.
Yep. Or even challenges where like you can't use certain items or you have a handicap. It's really tough, but super rewarding if you can beat it.
So you've really got to master the combat system to succeed there.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
All right, so we've covered a lot of ground here. The different ways to play legend mode, free mode, adventure mode, and challenge mode. We talked about the massive character roster, how the weapons work, and how to level them up, plus those fairy companions, which are really interesting. And of course, don't forget to check out Super T Console Gaming on YouTube. They have tons of great videos that can help you out even more.
I'm curious, though, what are you most excited to try out first? Is it adventure mode with a big strategic map, or maybe mastering a specific character and their weapons, or are you going straight for the challenge?
It's a huge game with tons to offer, and I think that's what makes it so amazing. You can really tailor the experience to what you enjoy most.
That's the best part.
Exactly.
So go explore and find your own path in Hyrule Warriors Definitive Edition.